For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
This is the main event.
Dildo corn is alive.
And kicking. Come on over here, I'll headbutt your ass a couple times, if you know what I'm saying.
This brother breaking off a 40-yard run. This brother, come on, zip it.
I hope I didn't piss off Jesus.
You call that a penalty?
Who's number one, though? Who's number one?
It's the LA Clippers.
Oh, shut up! You're saying it wrong, people. I would get her pregnant.
Fucking Triple H.
That just called in and hangs up, you motherfucker. That pisses me off.
Are you in the shower now?
Totally in the shower.
Yeah, dude. He's not a cokehead.
You mean James? Stupid idiot.
You're a stupid idiot for getting so uptight over nothing.
They're clearly lying. They're clearly just
Why would I lie?
For attention.
Why would I lie?
Well,
I don't need attention.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. You're a comic.
Yeah. Show the shoes, bro. Show the kicks.
Yo, Clipper kicks. Shut your face.
Why are you walking though when they're at 2-2?
What's that?
For support, bro.
Support, dude. Ding dong, the witch is dead. We are live here in the LA Clippers locker room. Before anyone got here, we broke in. We brought Angelo.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Everything's just fine.
Just two cool dudes
hanging
out, in the
out,
locker
being
room.
cool like bros.
Seeing if there's any cool chicks hanging out.
What?
Great day today. Ari Shaffir back. We're going to get into some Clipper stuff, but let's talk about something we're all really excited here at the Punch Drunk here at John Lovitz on All Things Comedy. Our good friend, Ari Shaffir's TV show just got picked up on Comedy Central. Congratulations, dude. I could not be happier. I mean, you did it, dude. You worked hard. You got going, and so is it you and Eric Abrams are executive producers of this thing or what? Okay.
Yeah, we'll just figure everything out. Yeah, should be cool, man.
You gonna be a mogul now?
Not a mogul. Yeah, T-Bo was saying that. I was like, oh, you get a producer credit. I'm like, I don't want to be a producer. Who gives a show I have producer credits?
Dude, so let me ask you, have you picked out the casting couch where you're gonna lay dick on young chicks who want to be on your show?
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way for girls like Kimberly Congdon, things like that.
Yeah.
Who have no chance to get on there just because they're too new. But,
Yeah.
you know, give them the process of like, well, tell me, you know, why. Oh, wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to it, but oh, you're so tense. You're so tense.
You look like you could use a massage.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Ari, you're back in New York. I mean, I can't. So you start shooting. Are you gonna shoot it in New York or you shoot it here?
LA, where you shot the other ones.
Oh, you're doing it at Cheetahs.
Yeah, she does. At least one. They might want to move one taping to New York, but I think we'll do them both in LA.
Now we're gonna play a game called Over and Under till I'm on the show. How many seasons?
6.
6 seasons. The Over and Under. I'm taking over.
Over 6? Wow.
Do you need production assistance?
Yeah, they might. They definitely might. We have to hire a production person.
Do you need any Mexican
I don't
slaves?
Ari, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Is there any way you can record the sessions where Comedy Central pitches you comedians and you're like, no.
Oh, that's
no,
going to be a big one,
No. Why? Not funny. Why are we putting it on television? Why? No, not good.
How about no?
I already did that for the web series. We're like, how about this person? I'm like,
It's going to be
what are you talking
worse.
about?
It's going to be worse for the TV.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they get you a good name.
Yeah, I mean, you're
So,
going to
like,
have
you
a
know,
bunch
you
of
could-
great ones, but you're going to
Yeah.
have some people you're like, why is that? Let me ask, can we play a game?
You're like, I'm not going to be part of the problem. That's what I was going to say. I'm not going to be part of the problem.
Let's play a game.
So it's okay.
I'm Comedy
Come on.
Central. I'm pitching you some names. You tell me how you're going to react to it.
Natasha Leggero.
No, we're not doing. First of all, they beg for me to get Natasha Leggero every year. They're like, "How about Natasha?" I'm like,
I know.
Oh, never done the show.
They
They're
love
like,
her.
Come on. Well, I have
Ari,
to-
we're excited
I'm-
about the show. We have this comic. We think she'll crush it. Little Esther, we think she could do a great job of telling fun stories.
I can't talk about Little Esther in any way.
And why?
She's too much drama.
Oh, I gotcha.
Not worth it. It's like waving food at people. She feeds off drama, so I choose not to say anything about her.
Yeah, and then you'll go to temple and they'll get really angry because you're making fun of your fellow Hebrews. I gotcha. A lot of stuff to talk about. Did you guys already talk about him losing the bet come socks?
We talked about it a little bit. I don't think because he wasn't here. That was a huge traffic day. We talked about it. Ari did not talk about it. Ari lost the basketball game to Nick Youssef just like he said he wouldn't, and he had to wear 2 socks filled with cum for a day. And I was impressed. I saw the video of you putting them on, and I did your Store 420 show, and he was wearing them the whole time on stage, and then fielded questions like a real punch-drunk pro. He fielded questions from the audience about the cum socks.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You are truly a legend.
Kudos on that, bro. That was impressive. How awful was it?
I'm just a little upset. I think in the future, when we put that back in, that you have to wear the jizz socks right after jizzing.
I mean,
one can be dry, but the other one's got to be fucking sticky.
Oh,
that's
God.
way.
Yeah.
It's way worse. It's way worse.
You guys keep cutting in. Yeah.
How bad was it, Ari?
Yeah. Well, it felt pretty gross when the crunchiness of it comes into play because it's all crunkled up and then it gets hard and then you're like get it over.
Is it like walking on glass, jizz glass?
No, it's more like circus peanuts. You know those packing nuts.
Yes. Yes.
It's like if you shaved those off real thin slices and like taped it to the sock. It's like that.
Ugh, God, disgusting. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
What are you
We got a major caller coming in, but I don't want to get to it right yet. I want to finish the story. I will be watching 2 hours of gay pornography. I'm asking Ari, can I not do ecstasy?
Okay, tell me your reasons why.
My sobriety.
And people die from that combination.
Sam, tell me all the reasons why, because I'll only consider the reasons that you tell me. So if there's another reason that you don't tell me, I won't take it into account.
My sobriety, I don't want to die, and my sobriety, and I don't want to die.
Can I weigh in on one?
Sure.
I firmly believe, and I've said this from day one, that the ecstasy will negate the horrors of the porn and it'll make it a more pleasurable experience.
You're telling me
the music sounds
I
good.
might enjoy
The lights
it?
look good. It's going to distract you from watching the porn and it's going to soften the blow.
Okay, true. But I would say this. The movement you have and the amount that you like the porn, I think will affect you later when you're off the ecstasy. When you're like, that was a good time watching that gay porn, I think that's a negative that I
Okay.
enjoy.
So can I get a ruling on that?
I got to think about it, Sam.
Or, I mean, I really don't want to do ecstasy. I would like to keep my sobriety. That would mean a lot to me.
Well, what could you trade me for the ecstasy then?
What else is there to do? I mean...
What about... Okay, let's think about this. What about... Because he does have to take the Viagra, correct?
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
I don't know where to get Viagra.
Earl Skakel.
Yeah.
What?
How about your fucking medicine cabinet?
What?
How about Sam Tripoli's medicine cabinet? Go
What?
right in there. There'll be plenty.
What are you talking about? I don't need boner pills. I rock it hard. I get a breeze. I'm just shanking bitches with my dick.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, let's slow our roll.
Bullshit on that.
Yeah, thank you.
We can make sure you get ecstasy. Guaranteed.
Hey,
I mean,
Sam.
Viagra. Earl Skakel, Carlos, a lot of people that, that's a no-brainer.
Sam, if you were Indian, your name would be Little Dick Gets Hard.
What?
Yeah. Little hard all the time.
I also would have accepted Dances with Boners.
Little dick gets hard. My dick is proportionate.
To a midget. Listen. All right, what about this? What about this in lieu of the ecstasy?
Okay.
Has to take a Viagra, has to watch a 2-hour gay porn, has to beat off within 8 hours of watching the gay porn. Now, I'm not saying he has to think about gay porn, but that's going to come into us. And he has to beat off without looking at regular pornography.
How about beat off while the gay porn is going on? Sam probably didn't pay attention to that because he's on his phone.
No, I'm setting up calls to come in.
What about that?
Say it again.
I said,
Thank you
there you go, exactly. I said you have to beat off within 8 hours of watching the gay porn.
Okay.
Ari
I need
says
to do
you
that.
have to beat off while watching it.
No.
You're not going to take that. So my counter offer of ecstasy for beat off while it's going on.
I will not. Okay. I will watch gay porn, which is bad, on Viagra, which is bad, and I will beat off after the gay porn.
How far after?
What about immediately after?
Not on camera, though. Off camera.
How about this?
I will go into a bathroom, beat off, and then come back and give a report.
How about this? How about we just show you from the chest down? We just show you chest up but jerking off. So
No.
it is on camera, but
I don't
only your
want to be on
chest down.
camera
Only your
jerking
chest up.
off.
I will give you that. That could be detrimental to any attempt towards any sort of Hollywood career.
All right.
Or it could help you.
Come on, man. It's fucking 40 and nothing's
Think
happening.
about it.
That's
Think
funny.
about it. Think. What's that?
I think that was a jab at both of us, actually.
That's all of us. Like, there's no. We're
All
none
of
are
us
gonna
said the
be in a position
executive
where we're
producer
gonna
of a
have to be
TV
like,
show.
Said the guy who's got a TV show.
Yeah, I can jerk off on camera.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, of course. You're already greenlit.
You're in. You made it.
No. We
Your
all in the
Jew,
same boat.
your Jew magic got you fucking shit going.
No, that's fucking Jeff Garland shit. Who has to worry about it? None of us have to worry about any of that. We're too low level.
I guess.
Like, dude, if you're low level, I don't even want to know what I am.
Dude, there's already 4 or 5 videos of me beating off on the internet.
So hold on. So
Yeah.
think about it. We're gonna get back to it. We'll make an executive decision by the end of this episode.
Okay, and what do you say? We,
Meaning
Me.
you.
me. Okay.
Yes. Meaning you. Now we have a bunch of people
all right.
calling in.
I know, but obviously we're gonna get to the Donald Sterling stuff.
Well,
today.
Donald Sterlings online, but celebrity. We have a celebrity online. Mr. Chris Wilde, who's a huge Clipper fan, one of the funniest guys I know. Should we bring him on to discuss his feelings?
But let's have Chris Wilde just talk about the Clippers basketball.
Okay. Chris,
I just want to thank V. Stiviano, a hero, a true hero, for somehow
girl?
getting Donald Sterling out of my life.
Yep.
Now, I know she needs a new sugar daddy. You know, I can't get her 2 Bentleys and a Ferrari, but I've got a leased Prius with her name on it.
Oh my God! If you heard that, young lady, you have a leased Prius waiting for you.
First of all, she's not a young lady.
How old is she?
She's like in her 30s.
That's
She's in her
young.
late 30s, and like there's
Ew.
different stories that are like she's 20, she's 31, she's 39. She's definitely not as old as Sterling, but then neither is Jesus.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You
That's
know,
a good point.
Chris, you bring up a really good point because I spent a good chunk of yesterday and,
Hold on, real quick. Don Sterling, stay online. We're going to take your call in 2 seconds. We want to get some comments before we bring you on.
what I'm saying is I spent a good part of yesterday and the day before that really hating her, really hating the kind of women that continuously do this to people, which is as soon as they get kicked to the curb, they got some tape. They got some story. They have no problem spending Tiger Woods' money and fucking a married man.
Yeah.
But the minute Tiger Woods kicks him to the curb, oh, now I'm going to rat you out.
Yeah.
You know, and she vowed revenge the minute that Sterling's wife sued her on March 8th.
Yeah, Sterling's wife is crazy too. Chris, real quick.
But really quick, let me finish the thought. Because Chris is saying what I woke up feeling today after we got this verdict from the NBA, which is, God bless this woman.
Yeah.
Thank you, because you
My
solved a
two-
huge problem.
My 2 favorite objects are this object that I'm objectifying V. Stiviano, the Super Bowl whore that Donald Sterling picked up years ago, and then the ping pong ball that got us Blake Griffin. Those are the 2 most important objects in Clipper history.
Yep.
And I objectify both the ping pong ball and this, young piece of meat, however young she is, 39, 31, whatever you want to believe. Stiviano, I love her.
Chris, should we start a petition on change.org to get her a statue outside the Staples Center?
I think
Change
she should be the
that word.
team owner because she's Mexican, she's black, so she's a woman, she's a female of color. I think she should be the owner. Forget Magic Johnson.
She's already been. We know she's a vindictive cunt. That's the kind of powerhouse you want.
Chris, let's talk about the range of emotions which you have gone through, and myself, huge Clipper fans. This is Chris Wilde from the Clipper Cast, a very popular podcast about Clippers, probably the top podcast about Clippers, the range of emotions that you went through from yesterday when you're hearing Doc probably won't be back to Donald Sterling is no longer going to be associated with the Clippers.
I mean, Tripp, I've been a Clipper fan for 15 years, and I have absolutely no problem putting on Clipper gear and walking through this great city of Los Angeles and just taking it on the chin for over a decade. Oh, go Lakers.
Me too.
Clippers suck. And I literally wear it with pride, and I just go toe-to-toe because I've got stats and facts on my hand. Yes, the Lakers have 16 championships, but we've got you beat on sellouts in a row. We're the team of the present and the future. I mean, I loved putting on my Clipper gear and just getting into it with Lakers fans and basketball fans. But because of this black eye that happened, literally last night I was going to get my wife some late-night grub at Subway, and I took my Clippers hoodie off because I was like, you know what? I don't want to wear this and get into a race debate at Subway with some guy who's barefoot getting subs.
Yeah.
So that, like, literally I was like, holy crap, like, that really was the first time it hit me how terrible this situation was, that me, the guy who, like, puts Clipper gear on from head to toe and has for the past 15 years, even when we were the basement dwellers, voted worst franchise in all of sports by Sports Illustrated, still loved to put on my Clipper gear and just, like, gloat in the fact that I was a Clipper fan. I really was like, wow, I can't believe that I'm going for this sky blue, hoodie that my wife bought me at Whole Foods instead of wearing my Clipper gear. Now I can wear my Clipper gear with pride. I still say we all blackout Staples tonight because that's the vibe. Everyone said blackout Staples. Even though we've got this great news and we're going to go and root for our, team, the mayor of Los Angeles just said that this city is behind one team tonight, and that's the Clippers. So I just love the fact that, like, it really had to get its darkest.
Yeah, for sure.
Before we came into the light.
Ari, what'd you want to say?
Now, hold on. Here, Clippers have the record for most sellouts over the Lakers?
Consecutive.
Didn't the Lakers
so the
sell out for,
Lakers
like,
weren't able to sell the
years?
games out this season.
He's
and
just this year.
Just this year or in general?
Active.
Oh,
Active. We'll take whatever we can get.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, literally, like, any slight edge that we have on the Lakers, I revel in it. Like, DeAndre Jordan is, the most games played, started, active. He's like the Cal Ripken of basketball. What do you guys got?
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant with his broken hip.
Ari, what'd you want to say?
First of all, I like that Doc Rivers was thinking of quitting. Because
That's
honestly,
huge.
a lot of people don't.
Huge.
Why wouldn't he?
They'll boycott Chick-fil-A, but when it comes to their jobs and actually standing up for something, most people are not willing to do that.
Right.
Now, Doc will get another job in 2 years if he does quit, or in a year.
He'd get a job
But I
as
do
soon as
like
he quit.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone's going to boycott. All these people boycott
forward.
Chick-fil-A. They're showing up tonight. They're showing up tonight to play to basketball.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Here's what I really want.
Hold on. Go on, Ari.
They're 2 with no Bogut. How is that happening?
Well, I mean, Ari, the truth of the matter is they got us in the first game, and Chris has talked about this before. It's kind of like when we started the season. We were high. Everybody was like, come on, we're going to be the best. And we lost to the Lakers. And the same thing happened in the playoffs, where we went in there, we're like, we're going to thump everybody, and we got housed. We realized we just couldn't show up just because Bogut wasn't there. It doesn't mean it's going to be an easy W. The following game, and don't think that Blake Griffin being basically sat on the bench with 6 fouls wasn't a big part of why they beat us game 1. Now, the next 2 games, we fucked them up. We go back to their home court. We beat them on their home court. We're killing them. All of a sudden, this story drops. Completely different game. Nobody covers Steph Curry. Steph Curry has an awful series up to game 4.
He has 5 threes in the first quarter. 5 for 5.
Wow.
The Clippers were doing their silent boycott, from the start of the game when they threw their shirts in the center court, and then they did their boycott throughout the game by not playing defense and by throwing up crap. The only players who were actually playing were Jamal Crawford and Blake Griffin.
Yeah, it's crazy. Donald Sterling, please hang on. We're going to get you, I swear. But now it's a whole different thing. What do you feel is going to happen tonight? I feel bad for the Warriors because I really honestly believe that they are going to get a 40-point beatdown, and I'm not even kidding about it.
No, they're going to get shower raped like Shawshank tonight. Like, it's going to get ugly.
I feel it's going to happen,
hold
man.
on. If they were distracted 2 days ago, you don't think they're going to be more distracted now?
No, let the guy's
because they have the
gone.
love of the city. I mean, they have the fuel of the world behind them tonight. And also, like, they were in a hotel room when all this shit went down, and Doc Rivers said he got 45 minutes of sleep on Saturday night. They lose that game. It sucks. They fly home. They get to sleep in their own beds. They get to relax. They get the day off. And now
Wait a minute.
lifted off their shoulders. I mean, no Sterling is huge.
Hold on, Chris. What? Ari?
Yeah, right.
No, he's right, man. They got what they wanted, which was, we don't want Donald Sterling with this team. Now the NBA's like, okay, we got rid of him. Now it's like, this is literally a storybook story.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Obviously, nobody likes Sterling. He's a Clipper fan. I'm a Clipper sympathizer, and I don't like him either, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
You feel about the Clippers like I do about the Jews.
Okay. Go on. Go on.
But I don't like banning a guy for life for saying things.
No, but this is a totally different story than a comedian going and doing an off-color joke, because that's a joke. This is a guy who has consistently, through actions, shown pure racism in a corporate environment.
He's not being banned for his action. He's not being banned for any actions. He's being banned for a private conversation.
Right, but it is led up to this. And if you don't think they're taking that into account, they can say it all they want to. This guy has legal court cases in which he lost where he was found extreme racism.
But yeah, let me actually, to that exact point.
No, there's no law.
Let me say this, all right, real quick, because any employer that says anything even remotely construed as racist can be taken to court without a recording of it. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what this cunt is.
Only if they say it to their employees.
This isn't Daniel Tosh doing a rape joke. You know? This isn't Daniel Tosh doing a rape joke. This isn't the same thing. He has a right to tell those jokes. It's comedy. This is a corporate environment.
But he was not in that corporate environment. He was on a conversation with his girlfriend.
He is the head of
but it went public in a public age, in an age of social media. And also, like, this isn't just like any sport. They call the NBA All-Star Weekend in the black community Black Thanksgiving.
No, they call it Black Super Bowl.
The lifeline of the black community is the NBA.
Ari, I understand what you're saying, but you're wrong in this instance. This is so been warranted.
But this is not an employee situation at all.
What's that?
It's not an employee situation. He wasn't saying that to Blake Griffin. He was saying it to someone who's not an employee. So it's not an employee situation. If you're going to talk about this.
Actually, she said she was an employee. Actually, she said she denies ever dating him and says all she was an employee.
Ari,
and they said, why did she give you
an environment? It is a different
No, he was not in a corporate environment.
But he is the head of a corporation.
But he wasn't in a corporate environment.
Steve Jobs can't go, fuck those gooks, and then nobody says, and everybody's fine with it. You can't say that.
I'd be pretty fine with that.
Panda Express can't say that and get away with it.
Yeah.
It's certainly not a franchise.
100%.
What? What do you say?
Panda Express can't go. Captain Panda, head panda in charge, can't go.
But not even this. We're talking about a guy who franchises a Panda Express can't say that and expects to still show up and run his franchise.
100%.
This is not a democracy. This isn't a state. This is a private company, the NBA, and he owns the team. You know, I like what Kenny the Jet Smith said last night. It's like, Donald Sterling, you can own a basketball team, sure. You just can't own one in the NBA.
Yeah, that's true. Go buy a Chinese fucking basketball team.
Oh, hold on. Let me just tell you. If I buy Panda Express and I become the head of Panda Express,
yes,
and I call somebody at home, I call you,
yes,
and I tell you some horribly racist things, and you leak that, no, I should not get fired.
But if
it's bad for your business.
Okay? Well, go fuck yourself.
It's bad for your business.
Okay.
It's bad for everybody.
And not only that, with 3 entrees and a side dish, it's too many entrees. How about 2 entrees and 2 side dishes?
Well put, Chris Wilde.
And the other thing is, if there are only 30 Panda Expresses and you own one of them, and it leaks that you did that, you're right, I can't fire you, but we can vote you off the island. We can make it very difficult for you to come to work because you are hurting our business.
Yeah, 100%, dude. This isn't an independent contractor.
The other 29.
I'm just curious what happens if Sterling gives the team to his wife or his son-in-law. Does Doc Rivers come back and play for Sterling's son-in-law or Rochelle Shell Sterling?
No,
I don't know.
There's no way they're going to let her keep that team. They're going to make him sell it out. Sell everything out. I'm telling you, dude.
They're going to force his hand with
Chris,
as much.
Chris, you got to get to Donald Sterling. He's online.
Same thing. It's the same thing. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's the same thing that happened with Mark Schott. It's like these people have these thoughts.
It is.
You can't. I just think it's such a terrible precedent to have what he clearly thought was a private conversation.
But
Guess
he
what?
didn't.
He's not the
It
only one
wasn't
saying
a
that
private
stuff.
conversation. He told her to record it.
Yeah, she was his archivist.
She
That's what
told
she
him to
claimed,
record
that She was
this.
archiving, and she said, you said racist things, and he's like, no, I didn't. And then she played it back for him, is what I'm reading.
And what do you say to that?
I think she was archiving cum in her mouth.
Sure, it's an important job.
It is an important job. And you know what? These chicks got to realize their place.
It's like Patrice O'Neal said. From now on, the next guy that has those thoughts, he'll keep it to himself, and he'll still have those thoughts.
And it's fine. It's fine. Keep it to yourself.
As long as it's quiet. As long as you don't hire somebody because they're black, but you don't say anything about it. It's better.
There's certain things that you listen. If I suddenly became the head of NBC, I couldn't do half the shit I do on the show.
Well, because you have shareholders.
Yeah, but the NBA, there are shareholders. They're called 30 other NBA teams.
I don't know. I don't
And the
like it.
fans, my friend, the fans. And the sponsors just, like, abandoning the Clippers. That's
That's
just
when the
bad for
money,
league.
that's when the rubber hits the road.
14
Ari.
different
But
sponsors.
the sponsors are banning the Clippers.
And Ari, this
He's
guy.
He's only one of 30 teams, so they're banning the Clippers. That hurts everybody because of this profit-sharing rule that they have. The richest team is just as poor as the poorest team. I don't know. They all put it in a pot, and then they split it at the end.
Okay, now hold on. Let me ask you a question, just to be devil's advocate here. Because George Shinn, the Hornets left Charlotte for this reason.
Yeah.
George Shinn slept with his babysitter.
Yeah.
And now it's Bible Belt town. And they
Yes.
didn't like it. So
Yeah.
people stopped going to the games. And they
Okay.
stopped making money. And then eventually he's like, hey, man, I can't do this in Charlotte anymore. Nobody's coming to the games.
Right.
But what he did was not illegal. And what Donald Sterling did was not illegal.
Yeah.
So where's the line to say...
I mean, he's
Common
not going to
sense.
jail. He's not going to jail.
It's common sense, and that's why Shin didn't have to sell his
What
team.
does common sense mean?
It's
The
like
li-
it's the common
The line
sense
is
test.
quite clear, Ari. You can bash gays, you can't bash blacks in the NBA.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
guess
dude,
what it is.
Chris,
Guess
did
it's
you
what
think
it
it
is.
was crazy that ESPN had Chris Broussard fucking commenting on Donald Sterling, the guy who
What?
makes openly homophobic remarks? Is
That's what I'm
comment?
saying. We're just putting it the eye of the beholder, where it's like, there's nothing illegal. We shouldn't ban someone for life for saying shit.
Dude, Donald Sterling over the last 25 years has ran this organization into the ground, and they never
Absolutely.
took the fucking team away from him. This isn't a matter that affects everybody. The NBA,
Donald
the
Sterling ran it
ABC,
on their
the
name.
players.
But when he's running that team badly, that also affected the other 29 teams. But they
Yeah,
don't ban
and
him
they
for
would
that.
love to get rid, but they still didn't feel that was enough. They feel like this in this day and age has caused enough outrage that it's time to go.
Absolutely. And when he bought the team in 1981 or whatever it was a different league, a different organization. I don't think a Donald Sterling with his track record could actually be an owner in this day and age if he tried to buy it.
If he tried to buy it, they
another
would never
team,
let him.
And
Nope.
this didn't happen.
When 80% of your league is black, you can't be saying those things. It's just you can't, dude. You can't.
80.5% with Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
I get it. I get that there will be outrage over it. I get that. But this action, I do not like.
Well, you and Mark Cuban both agree that it's a slippery slope, and you can't just take away something from an owner because of his First Amendment rights. Except for this is not this isn't the U.S. of A. This isn't a democracy. This is the NBA, private-owned business.
Okay, but he was hurting their team. What he's really hurting the NBA and their organization was by refusing to pay any money to players for 23 years.
Right. Right.
And that's a reason to kick somebody out. But you can't kick someone out for that.
The bylaws don't say that.
Outrage.
And I wonder what Stern would have done. I don't know that Stern would have been as.
I don't think he would have. I think this guy's trying to prove that he can belong in this league.
Well, there also
Stern
wasn't
over
this much. I don't think there was this much. Wouldn't have been this much pressure on Stern. This is this guy's first,
day. First day on the job.
pretty much first day on the job, and the worst thing that's happened in the NBA in the last 20-something years goes down. I think he had to drop a much heavier hammer than Stern would have because he had to prove to the NBA and to America, I'm a no-nonsense guy, and this ain't going to stand on my watch.
Yeah. With most punishments, you're not going to, if you want to get it completely correctly, you're going to have people on both sides saying you didn't do enough or you did too much. With this one, he
I
only
think
has people on one
universally,
side saying
dude.
much. He doesn't have anybody saying you didn't do enough. He will not have anyone saying that.
Ari, Besides you
Fine.
and Donald Sterling, I've met no one who doesn't think this is exactly what. Oh, Chris hung up.
Mark Cuban. Sam, I'm telling you another
Mark
person.
Cuban,
Sam, I'm telling
I'll tell you what.
Sam,
No,
that's
that's not what happened. He sent out a tweet saying it was the right thing to do. He was saying this might be a slippery slope. And speaking for himself, he is online. He's been holding. Please welcome Donald Sterling, the former owner of the LA Clippers.
Still the owner.
How about them Clippers?
Who is
What?
this?
How about the Clippers?
Is this Donald Sterling?
This is Donald Sterling.
Donald, you've called in. What do you want to say? Ari is more on your side. I think it has to do more with that crazy temple synagogue handshake that you guys do than actual truth. Donald Sterling, state your case why you should be allowed to get back into the league and run my beloved Clippers.
Well, has something happened?
Well, Donald, you know that you were dating this black Mexican woman.
What they edited out of those tapes is that I didn't realize she was mixed. If I had, I never would have associated with her.
So you didn't actually know the woman that you were boning was a minority?
I thought she was a tan Italian.
Donald, that's not the reason people are mad.
That's not why they're mad, though, Donald. You know that, right? No one has a problem with you. Well, some people have a problem with you, but we accept it that you were having sex with a woman 50 years younger than you.
She posted a picture on the lousy fucking Instagram.
Real quick, Donald Sterling, what is Instagram?
It's something. I told Al Gore when he invented this internet there were going to be problems. It's so painful.
Now, Donald.
Donald, do you even care about the Clippers, or are you just in it for the money?
That's a good question.
I don't want to fight anymore.
Donald, you might lose the Clippers. What do you want them anymore? What's going on? Tell us your feelings. This is huge.
It's just so painful. It's a fight over the lousy fucking Instagram. You can love blacks privately.
Like you have no problem.
With yourself.
Now you said she could have sex with black people. Are you okay with it? Like if you came home and she's just boning a black guy, you'd be fine with that as long as there's no pictures of it?
She can sleep with him. You can sleep with Magic Johnson. I don't even care if he has HIV.
Aw, why didn't you come out and say this? You were so quiet. You should have said all this.
Just don't do it publicly. There's a way society works.
Hey, Donald, do you know about Sam Tripoli's thing in bed that he likes when girls call him the N-word in bed?
Have you heard about that?
Please tell me more.
Okay, well.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell him.
Well, Donald, I was banging this Mexican chick, a delicate Mexican woman, and
her image is of a delicate white or Latino woman.
Yes. And I was having sex with her in the back of my Japanese SUV. And at some point, she looked me in the eye and said, "Fuck me, N-word." And I'm hooked on being called the N-word now in bed.
And have you asked the girls to say that?
Yes.
How
now,
many?
If footage of that came out, would you accept a lifetime ban for what you do?
From what?
I don't know.
Maybe you should be banned from the podcast.
You think I should a lifetime ban from the podcast?
I mean,
It's so painful.
I don't like the way you guys are saying black.
Who's that?
It's just so painful. Here's an example. I like prostitutes to urinate on me.
Yeah,
But I do it in private. I don't do that in public. That's the same way you should treat black people.
You should talk to them in private, but not in public?
If you like Magic Johnson, put the poster up in your closet where no one can see it.
you are racist. Now, what do you think about Magic Johnson potentially buying your old team or your current team?
He is so uppity. He has always given me problems.
Yeah.
I brought him to a party in the late 70s,
Yeah.
and he stole all the white women while us white guys stood on the outside awkwardly. It was so painful.
Why is everything painful to you?
Now, will you
It's
make
all just so painful. I'm 80. I don't know how old I am.
Now, Donald Sterling, will you comment on the story that Elton Brand told about you bringing white women into the locker room and having them watch the players shower while you go look at those beautiful black bodies?
Have you ever been in the locker room?
I have, actually.
These men have mandingo penises,
Yes, they do.
and they need to be admired.
They need
But
to be.
privately. You can look at them, but don't act like you like it.
Right.
Don't take pictures for the lousy fucking Instagram.
Right.
By the way, where can you find Instagram? Can you find it, Donald?
I was told it's a picture that moves.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
The lesson here for everybody in corporate America is don't have sex with Blaxicans.
Blaxicans.
Blaxicans?
Is that the moral of the story?
Blaxicans.
Wow.
It's just so painful.
It is so painful. Now, Donald, are you interested in possibly owning another basketball team? Let's say a WNBA basketball team?
First of all, I'm going to the game tonight. They can't stop me.
They can't stop
Actually,
you.
they can,
can.
yeah.
They can. They have
They
security.
can't. I wonder if a bouncer would throw him out. I wonder if he'd
I'm
actually push
holding
it.
a sign that says, fuck you, Magic Johnson, and you stupid Blaxican.
A Blaxican.
I'm going to fight Ahmad Rashad.
On pay-per-view?
Ahmad Rashad hasn't been around the NBA for a long time.
Felicia Rashad.
Well-
That's who you should fight.
It doesn't. I saw it on the lousy Instagram.
Now, Donald, would you ever have sex with a black woman?
Privately.
Of course.
If you're going to do this stuff, do it privately. You don't need to publicize it. You don't need to walk with black people.
Yeah, oh, you can't even walk
Can't
with
even
them?
walk with them?
You need to walk alone. If you're a slender white or Latina woman, that is your image.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's so painful.
Now, what's your
Yeah,
take
it
on?
is.
Because Ari is like yourself, also Jewish. You had a whole take on black Jews. What are your thoughts on that again?
I said in Israel they treat them like dogs.
You did.
Yep.
It was on the tape. I don't remember it. That's why I archive everything.
Do you regret archiving everything?
Yeah.
But, well, yes and no. He has reached out to me for a reality show.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, really?
It's going to be me with the Kardashians living as a mentor.
Oh, that's great.
It's going to be so painful.
Have you seen the porno where Kim has sex with black people?
Someone showed it to me.
And what'd you think of
And
that?
it looked so painful. That Ray J has a big mandingo penis.
Yeah, you're into that.
So what's the next step for Donald Sterling before we go? What's the next step? Where are we going?
I'm going to sit in my mansion, counting my millions. I'm gonna get revenge on this Blaxican.
Yeah.
How are you going to do
She
that?
hasn't seen the last of me. I bought her tits. I'm gonna cut them out.
Oh, my God. You going to cut her tits out?
I own those tits, and I want them back.
Why
No,
did you
I
bang
don't know
her?
if
She's
that's
not
gonna
very
be a-
attractive, Don. Why her?
Have you seen my wife?
Oh, yeah.
That's a goddamn good point.
She looks like the
She looks like
governor
she
of
got hit
Arizona.
with a sledgehammer with shit on the end of it.
That's
At this point, anything is an upgrade. I would fuck a Miss Piggy puppet if it meant not having to look at my wife.
oh.
That probably
Looking
would
at her
have
is
saved,
just so painful.
Probably
I
would
don't
just
want
say-
to fight anymore.
probably would have saved you a lot of trouble if you would have fucked a Miss Piggy Puppet instead of a Blaxican.
She probably would have talked less.
Probably.
That's for sure. These Blaxicans. Why would I date a Blaxican? It's like going into a frozen yogurt shop and asking, do you have dog shit and gasoline to mix together?
What?
Well done. All right.
Just a disgusting combination. It's smelly. It's full of pinatas and watermelon. It's just disgusting.
I think we're going to lose our show if we keep this going.
We just
Donald Sterling, call in. Call in next week. Tell us. We would like to know how your first week without your team has gone. Call us back.
I am rooting for the Warriors.
Hey!
Even though Steph Curry is mixed.
That's how you do it.
Right.
You don't say that shit here.
Should we get to this guy who wants to talk about getting laid in Mexico?
Yeah, he's been on hold for a while. We got a guy that wants to. Oh, and by the way, Ari, I saw your fucking picture. Speaking of Instagram, where'd you get that belt? That's fucking awesome.
Which belt? This belt down here?
Mm-hmm.
No!
Yeah. That belt.
Stop!
That is nice, bro. Okay, yeah.
Nobody over there in the booth.
Oh, God, he's got the ugliest balls. Look at those things.
Aaron.
That ball is so low.
Get that sound effect ready again.
Yeah, get the sound effect ready.
Aaron.
Yo, what's up?
What do you want to talk about?
Okay, I'm going on a vacation right away to Mexico.
Uh-huh.
And I want to know, I was going to ask you guys advice on how to get laid in the resort.
Oh, they got
Oh,
hookers.
yeah,
everywhere.
Adelitas.
Do you have $11?
Yeah, for sure.
Problem solved.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I don't want to pay for it. I want to,
Why?
Well, okay, then let's ask this. Are you a college student? Is this like a spring break thing?
well, no, I'm a college student, but it's like a family thing. I'm going with a bunch of family.
Okay. I mean,
But, I'll have cousins and stuff to hang out with.
So
and stuff.
you want to go on a family
my-
vacation and bang Mexicans?
Well, I don't want to bang a Mexican necessarily. I just want to hook up with someone in the resort.
yeah, dude,
yeah,
they're
dude,
fine.
This guy,
That's the easiest thing in the world to do.
who are you and your fine print?
You're going to it's like fishing in a pond that's stocked with fish.
You're like,
Well, I don't have much game, and that's why I called you guys for these.
Oh, okay. Do you get? When's the last time you got laid?
It's been a while.
What's a while?
Ever?
Oh.
Oh my God, that's the most interesting thing ever.
How old are you, bro?
I'm 19.
Oh, okay.
It's
This
not
changes
that bad.
everything.
It's
This
not
changes
that bad.
everything.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
let me just tell you something. Your time of getting laid is its strongest right now.
Okay.
Because you're young. The chicks your age are just throwing pussy at everybody. There's literally a pussy riot going on. But the best thing about your age is like women who are 35 and 36 who are just dying for dick love boys like you too. You can bang 35-year-olds. Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Did you?
Do you
35?
do you smoke pot? Do you drink? What do you
Yeah, I
want?
drink a lot, and I smoke weed.
Dude, you're gonna go down there. I assume you can drink at age 13 down there, so you're probably not gonna like go to jail.
9 months out of the womb.
Dude, you're gonna go to
it'll be
bars.
open bars.
Yeah, dude, just go down to the resort, hang out late night at these bars, knocking down drinks. Just start talking to some chicks, because the thing is, like, you're going down there, you're a single, you're a young guy, you're going down there to have fun. It's kind of like that, whatever happens in Vegas, that applies to all vacations. You're at a Mexican resort.
Yeah.
There's going to be girls down there that I don't want to say that they're going to lower their standards, but they're going to be a lot more free to do shit that they normally would in their own neighborhoods and shit.
Let me tell you this, dude. You're 19. I didn't get laid till I was 17. Ari didn't get laid till he's 35.
23.
Same
20, yeah, I
thing.
knew that.
Same thing. First of all, let me tell you some things about getting laid. It's not a big deal. Don't overthink it. Don't think these girls are gonna, like, they're making, oh my God, am I gonna be with this guy for the rest of my life? Some of these chicks are just like, I need a little dick tonight.
It just feels like I have no approach. Like, I feel like I'm just bothering them or something.
Because you know what?
Don't. That scrap that. Scrap that.
They
Scrap
need
that,
you as
yeah.
much as you need them, and they probably need you more.
Yep.
You're a man. Trust me on this. You
Right,
need
well-
to stop thinking in terms of romantic comedies, dude.
And no sense of urgency. Don't have any sense of urgency. Be
I feel like I have
willing.
a lot of urgency. Like, I'm trying to get this over with.
Yeah, don't
No.
even do that at all, dude. Be in
Cool hand
control.
Luke, bro.
They
Hold
say
on,
no,
hold
you're
on,
cool as
hold on.
fuck.
Okay.
How does he do that? How does he get rid of the urgency when he really wants to do it?
Yeah.
Well, truth is, you gotta be
Fake it till you make it.
and fat chicks.
Yeah.
If I was you, dude, you could talk to these girls. Hey, what's going on? What's the word? If a girl's making eye contact with you, she's interested, dude.
Just go up and talk.
Just go, hey, dude. Be like, what do you hear? Where are you from?
Just like it was a dude.
Yeah.
Conversation starts off like she's a dude. What's up? What are you guys doing here?
Where are you from? Where are you from? Oh, you're in school? Where do you go to school?
How old are you? Oh, you're 35? Oh, that's hot.
And then you start and keep them, and you're drinking and they're drinking. Your best friend in this scenario in Mexico, and trust us, there's fucking, especially Sam and I, we have a history of drug abuse and alcohol. Your best friend in Mexico at a resort trying to get laid will be alcohol.
Yeah, well, I love alcohol, so.
Hey, dude, this is what you do.
Yeah, definitely.
You go, you buy her a drink. Hey, can I get you a drink? You get her a drink. You do cheers with her, and you just lean in. You go, I got a secret to tell you. And you
For real?
Yeah, and you just start breathing in her air very lightly.
Okay.
And just start rubbing, put your face right on her face and just be really close. Take your hand, put it behind her back on a smaller back, pull her in closer, and just be like, I think you're super cute. And dude, you'll be in.
Yeah, think I'll be in?
Yeah,
And
I mean, don't go right to the gun. Don't go right. Have a drink with her. Talk to her. Go.
If it's going good, if the conversation's going good, she's laughing at you. She's not walking away. She's not, clutching her purse. Read her body language a little bit, and if she seems like she's a little bit engaged, it's like an automatic transmission. You start in first gear. You don't start in fourth. But if as the speed limit rises up, you shift to second, shift to third, shift to fourth.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen for you in Mexico. I don't see you being that confident.
Well, I wanted to ask Sam too, because I know he likes to have sex in public places and stuff like that. I might not really have a room to bring him back to.
You don't have
a room? But they will.
Because I'll have family in there, so.
Yeah, but they'll have a room. They're not sleeping in the gutter.
Where your family gonna be? Maybe they're out. You can go plow back at the room.
I guess, but if it's late night,
Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
But I mean, she'll have a room.
Yeah. Find a weird corner too, dude.
Go down on the beach, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you're hit, especially chicks your age, they fucking weird places.
Dude, women's room, men's room.
All right.
Throw game. Make out with her, dude. Grab her butt, grab her tits, rub her back, and then, dude, when you think you got your in, and remember, you gotta respect them.
Absolutely.
But if they're giving you game, don't be afraid to do the classic reach down on the pants, start rubbing the doorbell. Start rub the doorbell a little bit, rub the doorbell.
Well, yeah, I've done all this stuff. I've just,
Yeah, and then you just gotta
Dude, worst case scenario, give her a Congo plug.
Yeah.
That's where you climb a tree and fuck her in a tree like a monkey.
Yeah, okay. Let's give it up for Donald Stern over here. So, dude, I'm telling you, always be closing, dude. Don't think of women as these super delicate angels.
Yeah, I put them on a pedestal. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Think of them as peasant pussy, dude.
That's just made up.
Peasant pussy.
Think of them as the kind of chick that's going to eventually record your conversation and sell it to TMZ.
Right.
Well, I don't think they'll get much for that, but.
All right. Your job is to fucking do it. Close.
Dude,
always
we
be
call
closing.
back and report
Remember
back.
the peasant pussy.
All right, I will. It'll be about 2 weeks.
All right. We would like you to call in when you're fucking a chick.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I love
Get
that.
it, bro. Don't be nervous. Just be yourself, dude. You'll totally get laid.
Yes, be yourself. Don't put them on pedestals.
Okay.
Right? All right.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you,
problem.
bro. Good luck.
So needs to get laid. We have two choices. We go to Aaron, a correspondent, or do we want to go into UFC? Because whoever we talk to now, we got 13 minutes before a major person calls in.
Are we taking a break at all on this one?
I don't have to. You can.
I'm just saying whatever.
Ari, if you want to take a break,
we can go
I'm just
UFC
gonna
second
plow
hour
through
or something.
these. Let's go
We're okay for now. We'll take a break after our caller.
After the big call.
The big caller.
All right. Do we want to go UFC or do we want to go Aaron real quick? Let's go Aaron real quick.
Yeah.
Aaron, what's up?
Nothing much. How are y'all boys doing?
Doing well.
buddy?
Speaking of races, how are you?
Oh, man, another day in paradise down here in Mississippi.
Oh, you're back in Mississippi?
Yep.
Good, though. I'm here visiting. I'll be back with y'all next week. I have some business to take care of down in Dixieland.
How's 1985 going?
Oh, the year I was born, great.
Yeah.
He called last week. You guys both weren't here. He called last week and doing some farming and had to bury a dead baby goat.
Yep.
Why didn't you eat the baby goat?
Man, I can't eat the goose, man.
Okay, my bad.
I
Well,
ain't-
there's
I
natural
don't know. I'm
causes
just
up there,
not
yeah.
Greek enough to do that. I don't like the taste of goat meat. It was a baby, too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I turned to a pussy for an hour and put it in the ground.
That sounded
But
great.
I ain't here to talk all about animal course. I'm here to talk about the NFL draft.
Okay, let's go. What is it?
All right, I want to tell you about this. Rams, they got second and 13 pick and Jeff Fisher. So there's going to be a big impact for them.
Huge.
Their second pick, they need to go ahead and get Boyd out of Clemson, their quarterback. Oh, Bradford's finished. Whether it's his fault or not for him getting hurt a lot because he didn't really have protection, it's time to move on to as far as the quarterback scene. At 13, go ahead and add to the offensive line and get that tackle out of Missouri, Justin Britt.
I'm willing to go bag of bets
Oh,
that they do
stop.
not draft
Stop.
a quarterback at all.
Can you tell me what he just said?
He says that they're going to get a quarterback and an offensive lineman with their, what are they, 4 and 13 or something like that? 2 and 13?
Yeah, but Bradford can't even play a whole season healthy.
Yeah, it's because he has no line. They're going to go offensive line and receiver.
Offensive line and receiver.
Do you guys want a bag of bets this?
I'm
What's
absolutely willing to do.
Aaron Carter, do you want a bag of bets? He says they won't. We got to get specific. Are you saying they won't go any quarterback, or are you saying first 2 rounds, no quarterback?
No, they have 2 very high picks in the first round, 2 and 13. I say they don't. I mean, yeah, they could get a quarterback in a 4th, 5th round or something. I'm saying they don't use any
In the
picks
first round.
They have 2 picks in the first round. Neither one of them quarterback.
Are you, Aaron, saying they're going to go quarterback?
I'm willing to say they're going to go quarterback. I'm telling you, man, Bradford, his time's past him, and he hasn't had protection. It's not his fault, but that's not going to change the fact they need a quarterback. They got a running game. They got receivers. They got a great defense. But they need to go ahead and add a piece to the offensive line, go ahead and get a fresh tackle.
Agreed with
That's
that.
the one off Missouri, and then go ahead and get Boyd out of Clemson.
Boyd out of Clemson.
What
Go
do you
ahead and
think?
start rebuilding. This is your chance to rebuild your franchise. You got a new coach as well.
I think they go offensive lineman, receiver, but I'm definitely positive they don't go quarterback with their first 2 picks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure y'all may be right. I mean, I'm sure they're probably going to get 2 linemen, or maybe or
Even- I
receiver
could even
and
see
lineman.
that,
But
too.
I'm
I
saying
mean-
if I was them, I'll go ahead and start getting a quarterback.
If they got 2 linemen,
So
that's such
is
a
this
ballsy
bag of
move.
bet and it's not happening?
What's that?
I'm confident.
He's super confident. Are you super confident they take a quarterback?
Yeah, I'm super confident
Okay.
to take a damn quarterback.
You
They
wanna make-
should.
We got to
He
talk
can't, he
slow
can't even
with
play
him.
a damn whole season healthy. Why is he going to be? Why do you think he's going to make it better next season?
Okay.
He's been getting beat up for the past since he's
Aaron.
been drafted from Oklahoma.
Aaron, we understand that. What we want to know is, do you want to do a bag of
Let's bet.
bets?
Hell, I'm betting it.
You're betting. Okay. Do we have a bag of bets? Do we have the bag? All right, hold
It's right
on.
here. I got it.
So, Aaron,
You guys want to
explain
draw it
to them
out?
what it is.
Have you? You know how? Do you know how the?
Slow. Talk slow.
Do you know how the bag of bets work?
No, I don't.
Fans constantly put things in the bag, and when we pull it out, that's what the loser has to do on the bet.
Okay,
Are you in?
I'm in.
All right.
Sam is. You want to pull it out?
I'll pull it out.
I'll pull it out. You read it.
Bag of bets. Here we go.
Sammy
Aaron from Mississippi
is reading it.
Here we go.
Wow. Very exciting.
Drum roll, please. This one isn't that great.
Turn it over.
5. Oh, is this it? Okay, here we go. 48 hours. Hitler mustache.
Oh shit.
And I would like to throw in that you constantly have to be tweeting and Instagramming pictures of yourself in public.
Yes, you have to do 5 tweets a day showing your Hitler mustache.
I got you. I'm down.
And I also would like to throw into this, because both of us have lighter colored facial hair, I think we go Hitler mustache, and I think we have to darken it.
Mascara.
At the darken it.
Yep.
All right.
Are you in?
I'm in.
Okay,
So-
that's the bet.
In the first round, if the Rams draft a quarterback, and that includes trading back into the first round, anything like that. If in the first round, in any way, shape, or form, the Rams take a quarterback, I have to have a Hitler mustache for 48 hours.
Yes.
And if they don't get a quarterback, I have to have a Hitler mustache.
You got
48
it.
Hours.
And also, I would like to put
Five
another
live tweets a day.
another side note. You can't just have a Hitler mustache and sit in your apartment for 2 days. You have to be active and go out.
Meet and greet with the people.
Okay, great. All right, good bet. I love that.
Wait. I'll add this. You have to shave it as soon as the first round is done, like that night.
Okay, all right.
Yes, I agree with that, Ari.
All right, so next Thursday night, someone has a Hitler mustache.
All right.
All right.
Tweet it if they don't get a quarterback.
I love it. That's great.
I'm a gambling man. Ari, are you in China?
Yes, he is in
No,
China.
not yet. No, I'm
I
not in China
missed
yet.
you last week. How did Easter go?
On what?
I said, did you and Sam have a good Easter? I didn't talk to y'all last week.
We had a great Easter. He's Jewish. He doesn't believe in
I
that.
celebrate the first supper.
Oh, shit.
One of those suppers I celebrate.
Aaron. Yeah, nice. Was that you? Oh, that was him? Oh, wow, he got us.
Well done.
Comes in, takes a bag of bet.
No, don't take this call because we have a guy who's calling in 5 minutes. I don't want to get. We should have this guy call in after that call.
Let's talk UFC.
Let's talk UFC, man. It was great. I want to talk. Ari Shafir, do you feel that John Jones is on the Mount Rushmore of fighters yet?
Why are you standing over me screaming?
Because I'm putting this over here.
No way.
Oh, okay.
Why?
What do you got? 5 fighters on the Mount Rushmore fighting?
4.
Okay. Well, you have our consistent caller, GSP.
I agree.
Yeah.
You have Anderson Silva.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Vitor Belfort.
What?
No. You have what's his name from Russia?
Fedor.
Fedor.
Yep.
Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy that used to be in like the armed forces in like Czechoslovakia?
Oh, Melaniko?
Krokop? No, Krokop.
Mirko.
Krokop.
Yeah,
I
Krokop.
disagree.
And he's done now.
Are
But
we
I mean,
talking-
BJ Penn would give us. As
I
more
love BJ Penn.
BJ Penn's in the conversation, but I still don't think
Are we
he's done what
talking-
John Jones has done.
Are we talking UFC or are we talking MMA?
MMA.
Okay, all right.
Dude, John Jones needs one more fight, and then he ties GSP's most consecutive defenses.
At a very young age.
Dude,
Wait a minute. More than Anderson Silva?
he ties George St. Pierre's, not Anderson Silva's. He's a couple away from Anderson Silva. He's not that far away.
It just be on a list. It's not like.
I actually agree with Sam, man. I find it hard to not put him in that conversation.
Look at no other person with the exception of Fedor.
How many title defenses he had?
Let me.
7?
Yeah,
Wow,
look it up.
that's-
Look at Fedor. With the exception of Fedor, no one's had to go through a harder line of fighters. No
And
one.
only one person out of all those people, only one person gave him a decent fight.
Yeah.
I disagree with he hasn't gone through the same level of fight. I don't think he's gone through that much of a good level of fighters.
What are you talking about? He beat the 5 former champions. He beat every one of them.
But he beat Rampage when he was way done. I mean,
he
we're not counting that, Sam.
Not like
I
in
refuse to
5
count
years
that.
from when he won a championship. Recently, he was champion. He beat. Go down the list. Everybody except for Forrest Griffin.
You can't count Rampage. He was done when they fought.
Former champion. Rampage. Vitor Belfort. He's beaten. Who else? He's beaten.
Maybe Chuck Liddell today. It'd be
Shogun Rule.
Shogun. Machida.
The guy for the Black Zillion.
Sugar.
Sugar Shane Rashad Evans. Everybody, dude.
No, these aren't guys in their prime. He's got 2 guys in their prime.
Who?
Machida.
Yeah.
Gustafsson.
No.
Yeah.
Gustafsson was a good man, but no, he wasn't a champion. I'm saying 2 champions in their
Oh,
prime.
okay, I
But
got
then
that.
it's
But dude,
for drag
stop.
It's hard
queens.
to get a champion in their prime unless they have the belt.
There's 2 different kinds of way of looking at that. Now, you could say
Is
Yeah,
it off
he's
one
a past
loss?
his
Is it
prime
off 2
champion.
losses? Or is it off
If that was like
2 years later when they're on their down?
It's not like he's fighting Tito Ortiz now. He fought these guys within a year of them being champion.
Not Rashad. Not Rashad.
It was a year or two away. It's not. It was really close.
No, dude. Rashad's on his downswing. You know it. He's still thinking of going down in weight class.
Name me 4
That's
you
not-
would put on the Mount Rushmore ahead of him then.
What?
Name me the 4 you would put on
His
Mount Rushmore ahead
role's
of
been
him.
way
GSP
harder
is
than
100%.
BJ Penn's, dude.
GSP, and I'll give you that.
I put BJ Penn and I put Fedor.
Fedor's already on there. We all agree that.
So I just told you 4.
I would.
Man, I don't
Who
know.
would you put over?
And I love Penn. Penn's one of my favorite fighters of all time. I don't know, but I will give you this.
Penn
When
ruled
Penn
that
was in
weight
his
class for
prime,
so
that was a very contentious weight class.
Yeah, very contentious. And he always was going up to try to fight fucking other guys. Definitely BJ Penn over him. It's not to take away from John Jones. I
John
think
Jones
right now, light heavyweight
is on his
not
way to
that-
become the greatest MMA fighter of all time.
He could be. He could become that. Absolutely.
I have him as top 4 right now. Where on that top 4 is up to you. I personally think he's above George St. Pierre because his fights are way more exciting. So I think it's probably going. It could be Fedor Anderson Silva. I'll put Fedor because I feel Fedor, when he fought in his prime, fought much more difficult fighters than Anderson Silva. Maybe that's because Anderson Silva was so good they made everybody look bad.
There was no one who had a chance to win a title.
For right now, the lineup is Fedor, Silva, Jones, GSP. That's my Mount Rushmore. Now, I'll tell you someone you might want to put there instead of Jones.
Who?
Vanderlei Silva in Pride, 20 straight fights.
Yeah,
He
man. What
won.
about that? What about that?
That's a guy you could have a good argument for.
I mean, he was dominated. He was beating Rampage in his prime.
Yeah, he's beating all those guys in their prime. All those
Yeah.
guys in their prime, on steroids and methamphetamines.
Can I tell you this? What a fantastic card 172 was. Did you get a chance to see it? I know you're on the road.
I watched the highlights. I couldn't watch it live.
What the fuck is in your mouth? Did you actually just try to talk?
The hard pretzel.
Oh, God bless you, Ari. So I don't know if I couldn't tell off of the whatever that means if you did or did not see it. But one of the best cards, top to bottom, we have had. We had a guy refuse to tap out and go to sleep. You had a guy get knocked out by a flying knee. You had a Kimura tap out. You had another choke. Only 2 fights went to a decision, and both of them were the main 2 fights, which were beatdowns. Rumble really put it on to Davis.
Dude, Rumble is in the conversation.
For a guy that doesn't have a strap.
Well, no, in the conversation of does he deserve a title?
Oh, okay, I give you that. I thought you
100%.
were saying Mount Rushmore.
No,
I'm like, I don't know
and he's
about
not
that.
even
Yeah,
close
I
to
know.
that.
And by the way, John Jones beat Rampage 3 years after he was a champion.
Well, go
3
through
years.
That's fine, but
wins.
we negated that. We said Rampage didn't count.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at all his fights right now.
All right, that's fine. I have no problem with that. And even the ones before he got the belt.
Yeah, he had some good ones there too. Absolutely. Okay, so here we go. Before he got the belt, I mean, Andre Guzmão, no. Stephan Bonner, no. Jake O'Brien, no. Matt Hamill win, even though it was a loss, no. Brandon Vera, later in his career, he'd already been thrown out of the UFC. Now he came back and he fought him. All right. Matyushenko, okay. Ryan Bader.
Yeah, that's a big win at that point. They're both undefeated.
That's a good win. That's a solid win.
I think they were both undefeated.
And then he put Shogun Rua to win the championship, to win the title.
Okay,
that's definitely
that
a
was
win.
a good fight.
Yeah, that's
he
what
did more than
champions
beat him. He beat the shit out of him.
Yep.
Yeah. Then yeah, absolutely. Then
that was a big
Rampage
win.
Jackson, which I don't really care about.
Who?
Rampage. It was done. We
I
debated
still
that.
think that's a good win, but go on.
Lyoto Machida.
Right?
That's
He
a
got
great
Machida
win.
in the second round.
That's a great win.
Well, let's see how far Machida was off his championship.
Still put him to sleep. Dropped him like a sack of potatoes.
Okay. Lyoto Machida. Here we go. He had lost 2 of his last 3 fights. His only win was against Randy Couture.
Hey, Ari, hang on. We got an awesome caller calling in, and this is 100% legitimate, and I was so excited about this when Sam told me this today.
Please welcome to the show. Very excited to have him on.
You can't get off your fucking phone to even do it?
No, because I have stuff I have to do. I have to do this.
What? What are you doing?
What they want to promote. Please welcome to the show. He's got a new movie coming out called Sheik Movie at sheikmovie.com. Please welcome the one and only Mr. Iron Sheik.
Hey! Iron Sheik, nice.
Hello, Sam.
Iron Sheik, we are honored to have you on Punch Drunk Sports. Thank you so much. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fine, and I'm in Toronto with my producer, everybody, and I had a great time yesterday about my film. Everything was good so far.
So thankful. Congratulations on your movie coming out, and people could go to sheikmovie.com. How can people buy it?
Well, everybody know I come from all country to the America and Canada, and so far everything is okay, and I'm very happy. They did an excellent job about movie, and I can't wait to the people can see it.
Excellent. They have to go to sheikmovie.com for that. You had your movie premiere, and Camel showed up.
Right, yes, and it was a good day for everybody, and they liked it very much.
They loved it very much. Now, I'm told that you want to go off on Donald Sterling. You're not happy with him.
Well, the man is very prejudiced and race and very, very bad for all the great basketball player, and he did a bad thing about talking to people. I wish I can see him to put him in the camouflage, break his bag. That much I'm mad at him.
Yeah, you definitely make a lot of sense. It definitely makes a lot of sense.
Would you break his back, fuck his ass, Iron Sheik?
I'm mad at him very much. Yes.
Yes, you would break his back and fuck his ass.
Yeah.
Humble him?
Would you humble him?
I humble him too, right.
Now, Iron Sheik, let's talk about recently the Ultimate Warrior. We lost the Ultimate Warrior. Did you know the Ultimate Warrior?
Well, absolutely many years, and sometimes in the ring I have to talk about him bad for the wrestling, but I'm very sorry about the passed away, and I just get shocked.
Yeah, it's very sad. Very sad. It's very sad. Did you watch the latest WrestleMania?
Yes.
What did you think about it?
Well, it's still WWE is the #1 company in the world, and to me it was the good, but some people said good, some people said bad.
Yes. You can check out the Sheik's movie at sheikmovie.com. We're really excited about that. Now, Sheik, you were nice enough to ask me to do your roast. Will any of the roast be in this movie?
Yes, Sam, and I'm very happy to talk to you today, and everything is good so far.
Sheik, what have you been doing since you retired from wrestling?
Well, I'm turning a guy. I have 5 grandkids. I turn them and turning the family and the people care about the sports and take it easy and sometimes drink Canadian also.
That's awesome, Sheik. You're taking care of your grandchildren, loving the sports, shooting movies. You have 5 grandchildren. Do they love watching your wrestling fights, your matches?
Yeah, and they love to see the Papa Sheik movie, and they're very happy and they like that.
That's awesome, Iron Sheik. So excited. So they go to the website sheikmovie.com. They can download it there, or they can watch it there, or do they buy it there? What do they do?
I'm the legend, and everybody know I deserve it to people watch it and respect the Iron Sheik.
How could you not respect the Iron Sheik?
How do you feel that when you're talking, Sam Tripoli is on the phone, texting on his phone while you're talking?
I'm not. I'm reading what I want to talk about.
I'm talking to Sheik right now.
Mr. Sheik.
Yes.
Mr. Sheik, Ari is a filthy Jew. As an Iranian, is that okay with you?
Ari Baba, don't get fucking smart with me.
Yeah, Sheik, let him have it.
Yeah, you don't want to be jabroni Jew.
Sheik, I grew up such a huge fan of yours. Is there anybody from your old wrestling days that you still are really good friends with that you stay in contact with?
Ari's a fucking jabroni Jew.
The sound clip of the gods.
I guess I am a jabroni Jew.
He is a jabroni
Small
Jew.
raisin ball.
Sheik, if you were here, what would you do to Ari and his big Jew nose?
I make him humble.
Would you break Ari's back? Fuck his ass.
You think you could possibly make me humble? I don't think so. I don't think you have the power to
Ari
make me
says,
humble.
smallest stick up in the world.
Ari, he will break your back. He will fuck your ass.
How would you even take me?
What would you do if you were in a match with Ari, Iron Sheik? What would you do to him?
I'm taller than you. I'm smarter than you.
I'm just put him in the camel crush. I break his ass back and I make him humble.
Yes.
And maybe even I fuck his ass.
Yeah. I would love the Iron Sheik to fuck your ass, Ari.
I would love to watch that too, you Jew prick.
You know what I'd love is for him to break your back, fuck your ass, and then go on your new show on Comedy Central and talk about it.
Oh yeah, with a broken back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a bleeding
And
ass.
a fucked ass.
Ari, you jabroni Jew, go fuck yourself.
I can listen to that for hours. Finally, someone puts an end to the Ari Shafir hype train. It takes a fucking legend to come on here and break that back, fuck that ass of that Jew magic.
Ari, you are worse than Pat Midler.
You
How dare you? I'll make you eat those words. I will make you eat those words. You don't say I'm worse than Bette Midler.
Bette Midler.
I hate Bette Midler.
You are worse than Shirley MacLaine.
Oh, fuck you, Ari.
Who?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What about Donald? Is he worse than Donald Sterling?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You are worse than Don Sterling. Ari, if Ari was wrestling back in the day, could he beat anybody, Iron Sheik, or would he just be one of those guys that thrown in there just to get their ass kicked?
Like Barry O.
He may be the biggest jabroni in the world. Doesn't drop it.
We love. This is the greatest interview we've ever done on this show. Ari Shafir is a.
Sheik, are there any wrestlers from back in the day that you're still enemies with?
Is there anybody you'd still want to fight today, Sheik? Any wrestlers?
Ari's the Donald Sterlings son.
Yes. Iron Sheik's movie, IronSheikMovie.com. Go check it out. Are you doing any live shows coming up anytime soon, Iron Sheik?
Maybe Los Angeles soon, I hope.
We would love to have you out. Is it possible that we could have a match, the Iron Sheik versus Jew Magic Ari Shafir?
Jubroni.
Yeah, fuck that Ari piece of shit.
Yep.
You take that back.
Yep.
Mr. Sheik, can we turn that into ringtones for our show? and sound clips of you just telling Ari that you're going to break his back and
fuck his ass?
I love that.
Yeah. You are
I
the
love
coolest
you.
guy ever. One of the greatest moments of my life, which, hasn't been the greatest life of all, was meeting Sheik, and he let me wear his belt.
That
It was
belt
the
was awesome.
baddest thing. It was. I always think of that, and I thank you so much for that, Sheik.
Mr. Sheik, we are honored that you call in. If you ever have anything you want to promote, please call in and please let us know when you're back in town so you could break Ari's back and fuck his ass.
Thank you very much, guys, and have a good day.
You too, Iron
You
Sheik.
too, Sheik. You're the best,
Iron
buddy.
Sheik.
Thank you.
IronSheikMovie.com.
Fuck you, Ari.
Fuck you.
you,
One more
Ari.
time. One more time.
Fuck you, Ari.
Yes! The best interview ever. Thank you, Sheik, for calling in. We'll see you soon. We'll be looking for the movie. I'll buy it and support everything the Sheik needs. Thank you, Sheik. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Sam, and God bless you.
See you, buddy.
God bless you, buddy. Take care.
Thank you.
I love the Sheik. That was one of the greatest moments in Punch Drunk history.
It's up there.
We got a lot of Sheik to call in to our show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
If you would have told me that when I was 12, I probably would have just started beating off to that right there.
Yeah. Do you
know what I mean?
understand? I can call all my friends from home and go, the Iron Sheik called into my podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, we also had Donald Sterling call on. We've had GSP multiple times. They all pale. They all
Yeah,
pale in
GSP's calling back a little bit later, I just found out.
By the way, I went over John Jones's record, and I will give him 2 big wins.
Okay. Oh,
Hua and Rashad Evans. I'll give those as the really big wins. Rashad had worked his way all the way back to title contention, and then got beat up.
Let me do this.
So what about his fight Saturday? 20 wins in a row for that guy, and you don't count that as a big win.
Barely took Rampage.
Go do this. Go down, and then we'll get to Dustin. Go down the list.
It's a 5-1 favorite. There's no 20 to 20.
Go down the list of his wins, and we'll tell you if we think they're big or not. We'll just debate it right here. Go.
Okay. Brandon Vera.
At the time, I think it was a big win.
Okay, let me look at what at the time means, because I think you're just talking out of your ass. Let me just look quickly what that means. Here we go. John Jones, okay? Here was his record leading up to that. Lost to Tim Sylvia, lost to Fabricio Verdum, beat Reese Andy, lost to Keith Jardine, beat Mike Pat, beat Krzysztof Szczynski, lost to Randy Couture, then he fought John Jones. Sam, still want to say that was a big win?
Yes.
So the fact that he was...
I will take it back.
1 and 2, 1 and 3.
Take what back?
2 and 3, 3 and 3.
The Vera being a big win. I agree
3
with
and
Ari
4
on
in his
that.
last 7 fights. You're still gonna give him big
All
win?
right.
No, I agree with Ari on that.
So not a big win.
Okay, thank you. Because otherwise we couldn't continue if you kept saying that. Vladimir Mitroshenko.
That was a good win. Not a great win, but a good win. That guy was deadly. He's got power in his hands.
Sam, are we even gonna talk or what?
Okay.
Are you gonna be honest here?
Fine. Not a good win. Next one.
Ryan Bader.
Great win. Great
win? Okay,
win.
Let's examine that. See what it says. Yeah, he was undefeated at the time. Since then, he has lost to Tito Ortiz, Lyoto Machida, and Glover
I was at the
Teixeira.
Ortiz. So, no, you weren't there. We were in Vegas, but you weren't there. Were you
yeah,
at that?
It was almost Ortiz's last fight.
At that time, it was a great win.
He got him but he just got him in a guillotine. It was actually Ortiz was losing that fight, but just got. I mean, but a win's a win.
I'll give you that. It was a big win for him. It wasn't for the title or anything. He was just still working his way up.
Big win.
And that's when they were saying he hasn't fought like a big name guy. They were saying like, oh, he's got some wins, but no big name guy.
And that was his first They were both undefeated, if I recall correctly.
Next one.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick before we go next one. You have to frame these fights in how they were at the time of the fight.
Right, that's what I did with Brandon Farah. So Ryan Bader, that's okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. At the time, it was 2 undefeated prospects going at it.
But right now, he doesn't even have the belt in this argument.
Yeah, but still a big fight at that moment. But go on.
Yeah, okay, the big fight, but we're all right. Yeah, but okay. Shogun Hua, totally.
Big fight.
Yeah, that was to win the championship.
So he got the belt.
Rampage Jackson after that.
I call it a big fight.
I call it a big fight too because without looking at it, hindsight, you're not looking backwards like, oh, well, now that you think about it, it really wasn't. I mean, he was a guy, it was going to be Jones or Rampage. Someone was going to fight for the title. He was probably top 5 light heavyweights at the time and was a marquee name.
He was a name, but that's it. I mean, he lost his belt to Griffin, and he beat Vanderlei Silva.
So we're going to go 2 out. What do you think? Big win, not big win?
He won a decision against Keith Jardine.
Big win,
he lost
big
to
win,
Rashad Evans.
not big win.
Split decision to Lyoto Machida.
I think with your first title defense and your first time in the big, super big lights with that belt, that is a lot of pressure situation, which he handled like a champion.
Yeah, so I'm going to go big win. Next one.
I'm not going to give you that big win.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Lyoto Machida.
Big win.
Okay, let's look at what he was doing at the time. Okay, he had lost to Hua, lost to Rampage Jackson, beat Randy Couture. So he's 1-2 in his last 3 fights going into that fight. 1-2 in his last 3 fights.
Still though, dude, he's a dangerous fighter. He's still today. He's about to fight for a belt.
Well, then you're going to say anyone's a dangerous fighter.
No,
I mean,
that's not true. That's not true.
I mean, we can't have this argument.
We
can't talk.
I gave you the janitor. You said it was a big fight. I gave you that.
He's
I gave
4
you
and
Brandon
5 in his
Vera.
last 9 fights. He's 5 and 4 in his last 9 fights.
Go, next one.
So we're not giving him that one.
Okay, you don't have to. Go.
Rashad Evans.
Big fight.
I would say that's a big win against a marquee guy who was at the top of his game.
So would I.
Next one.
Vitor Belfort.
I mean, he's on the TRT. I think that's a big fight.
He took the fight on short notice, and he was underweight. No, I would not say that's a big win. To beat a guy on 2 weeks'
Belfort's
notice.
Deadly. I think he's deadly.
Sam, yeah, everybody has knockout power, Sam. We're not talking about that. Can you please be realistic?
I think circumstantially with that fight, I would not put that as like, oh, that's just a tune-up, easy fight. He's a sparring partner, but I don't think he was as prepared or at the top of his game as he could have been.
No, not at all. Not at all. Chael Sonnen.
Not big.
What? No, of course not big. He'd come off 2 losses in a row.
Yeah.
More.
Sonnen's done.
Yeah. Gustafsson was a great title defense against the #1 contender. Glover Teixeira was a good title defense against the #1 contender.
Yep.
#4 contender. So among those former champions, I'll give you 2 of those that were like legit, like wow. I'm not trying to take anything away from John Jones. I mean, I think he's top 10 already, like all time. I think he's already top 10. I don't think he's better than BJ Penn as a career yet.
I think he's number 5. If he's not number 4, he's number 5.
I mean, I think for certain. I mean, you can't say any of that. I think there's a pretty good chance we are looking at the greatest MMA fighter that there has been to date. Can we say that yet? No. Can we say that in about 3 years? Yeah.
If he hits 30 and hasn't lost, if he goes 3.5 more years and hasn't lost, I mean, I'm not going to fight you at all on it.
Yeah.
He's 26 right now. He should be just starting to get a talk of a title shot now.
Right.
Yep,
He's way ahead of schedule.
Yeah, he should be starting to get at the prime of his game and starting to maybe fight for the title. And he's already had 7 title defenses in a row where he's made virtually quick work of everyone except for one guy.
Well,
so my 4 now, after listening to that, my 4 on Mount Rushmore are Fedor, Anderson Silva, GSP, and Vanderlei Silva and Pride.
Yeah, let's live off Vanderlei Silva. He was feared. But BJ Penn took a lot more. He took a lot of guys that were like, wow.
I would go Penn over Vanderlei just on the juice alone. Just on one, the pure MMA versus the fucking crazy Japanese steroids, and that guy looked like a cartoon character in the '90s.
They were all on it.
What do you want? So great fights. Any good fights coming up? I mean, like.
Well, hold on. They're talking about. Well, they're saying he's going to have a rematch with Gustafsson next.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're talking about doing it in Sweden.
I think that's all, but locked in.
You think that's fair?
No, but you know what? Anderson still had to fight Rich Franklin when Rich Franklin was still at the top of his game in Cincinnati.
Sure.
And when they said after the press conference, it was one of the few press conferences I was in, he just goes, Anderson just rolls his eyes like, all right, I guess we're going to do that.
I tell you what, I like it, man. If I was John Jones, I would welcome that.
I wouldn't.
I would.
I would.
I'd be like, you know what?
I think you should be able to pick where you fight.
Sure, but there's all this stuff of like people like Ari and different people, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, that are like, yeah, John Jones is good, but he hasn't done X, Y, and Z, and he's afraid to do X, Y, and Z. I go, you know what? Let's have a fucking Rocky 3. Let me go to your fucking hometown and let me put my back against the wall and prove to you guys the kind of champion I am at an extremely young age.
Now, they said it might draw 60,000 people.
Probably. They said that he's as popular there as like Shaquille O'Neal or Michael Jordan is here. Like in their heyday. Yeah.
Wow. Now, I will tell you this. The last 2 or 3 years, he's fought only in April and September, John Jones. Only April, September, April, September, April, September. Now, and this year it was April. Now, September.
Yeah?
Oh, well, October 4th, just after September, there is already a UFC fight night scheduled for Stockholm, Sweden.
Well,
so I think maybe they changed that from a fight night to a pay-per-view.
They'll move that.
I'm also going to be in Denmark the week before. So I'm just going to go to it if they do that.
Whoa, what a baller move.
Yeah.
What a baller move.
Yeah, and root for John Jones in the hometown of Gustafsson.
I love it. I love it.
I'm going to wear blackface to really prove that I'm a fan, because that really shows black people how you're a fan.
Sam and I had a hookup for Clipper tickets in San Francisco on Thursday, but neither one of us could make it. But we were like, man, that'd be so badass to go there, represent us putting this shit to bed.
Yeah. Hey, I just got a great idea for a bag of bets.
Okay.
Blackface one day. Walk around.
You got it. You got it.
What do you guys want to bet?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying. I like that.
I'm going to put it in the back.
Somebody tweeted that at Punch Drunk, and I thought that was hilarious. That in protest, every Clipper fan, black or white, or whatever nationality, whatever sex, blackface tonight.
That sounds like a TV show.
Blackface tonight.
Whoa, the blackface tonight. All right. So we can talk to a high school correspondent, or we can talk to Dustin. I'd like to talk to Dustin towards the end of the show, which we're getting close to.
Dustin Poirier?
What?
Dustin Poirier?
No,
UFC
Dustin
fighter?
Elliott. I'd like to talk to him if he can hold on. Let's go high school correspondent, then we'll finish the show with Dustin, and then we'll talk about where we're playing. High school correspondent, let's do this quick. What's the word?
Hello, what's up?
How are you? Have you gotten laid?
Hey, your youngest fan. I'm actually 15 and I'm in high school.
Ooh, okay.
That could be. Now, we don't know if you're our youngest fan, but I tell you what, you are the youngest fan to admit. So far, you do get the title of youngest fan.
You get youngest do we already have a high school correspondent, or can we just have one?
I mean, this guy doesn't even have a driver's license yet. I think we have to be very dicey what we say to this guy.
Very,
Are you even in high school yet?
No, he's 15 years old.
So what's that make you a
It was 8th grade?
sophomore, freshman?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yeah, I'm a sophomore.
So that's 10th grade.
He's not going to one of your Jew schools where you're like 15 and you're in 4th grade.
No, we go the
I
opposite
live in
way.
Maryland,
We're graded by 7.
Hey, Sean, don't call your Jewish friend Jew schools, okay? Real quick. Let's not give you any bad habits. Listen, what's the word, Sean? What can I do to help you?
I just wanted to talk about being a high school correspondent and posting shit on the website.
You can, but we got to be selective about what you post. What do you think about posting?
Some yoga pants, leggings about some girls in my school.
That's got to be driving you nuts, right, buddy?
What are you saying, Ari? Are you saying no on this? Because these are young girls, too.
I'm saying I love it.
Okay.
I'm saying show pictures of like some hot 15-year-olds. Why not? Show some pictures and say, how can you not be attracted to this?
Is it driving you nuts? Does it just drive you nuts, bro? You're 15. Do you guys remember like being 13 and just a girl would just wear one button unbuttoned and you're like, your whole day's wrecked.
Sean, at your school, do they allow girls to wear yoga pants?
Yes, and I have to keep my hands in my pockets when I'm walking behind him.
Oh.
So I can't grab it.
Oh.
Because it's so... I keep my hands in my pocket.
Yeah, don't grab
so
it,
don't
dude.
grab it.
Sean, don't get creepy. We're going to keep you from getting creepy.
Yeah. Don't grab
creepy
it.
guys
brother.
ruin it for everybody. Don't be grabbing asses you shouldn't be grabbing.
There's a reason God made pockets, and that's so guys at your age can grab their cock without people looking.
Exactly.
So
you have a girlfriend?
No, I did get a blowjob once from smoking this girl up.
Okay. I don't know if we can talk about this with you. Can we talk about this with a 15-year-old?
I mean, he could be lying. This could not even really be him. I don't know. I mean,
I
he
don't
just.
think we should have sexual conversations with a 15-year-old.
I mean, we're not giving him advice. He's just telling us what happened to him.
Yeah, it's story time.
Story time. Well, Sean, I'm going to tell you, it sounds like Ari's gave him the green light for you to post non-nude pictures on the website.
All right.
Well, he sounds disappointed in that.
And we just lost Ari.
We just lost Ari. All right, Sean, call in. Let us know how it's going. Post away.
All right, take it easy.
See you, buddy. Thanks.
That's a weird thing to go. I know it's not a girl.
I know, and I was just like, what can we do? What can't we do?
All right, let's bring Dustin on. Dustin, how are you?
Hey, Sam, what's going on?
I'm doing well. Can we talk about what's going on in your life?
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Well, I'm sorry to. Yeah, why don't you say what's going on, and then we can talk about it.
A lot of you guys know Dustin is our good friend.
Runs a Facebook page for us.
Runs our Facebook page. Is an NBA correspondent, and you can tell us, Dustin.
Yeah, so yesterday I had an MRI back last Friday. Checked some stuff on my kidneys, and the doctor called me yesterday, told me that it came back as a malignant tumor. So I finally found out the name of it. It's renal cell carcinoma, and then I've also got it's spread onto my liver and to my bowels, or not bowels, but my bladder.
So it spread to two different organs, other than your kidneys. Started at kidneys, went to liver and what?
I went to the liver and the bladder. And so I think it's, it's like kind of been caught early. So, it's most likely treatable. So, I'm just kind of waiting around to see the oncologist and, check out what the whole path of treatment's going to be. I'm looking into different things as far as alternatives to chemo and shit, but I guess whatever they say I need to do, but I'm going to still try some other things, like looking and trying to get some THC oil and different things like that. So.
Yeah, the good news, there's very few, positive silver linings when it comes to something like this. I mean, I'm glad you caught it early and that kind of stuff. But one of two good things that I can pass on to you: one, you're going to get some good drugs, and two, your wife better be sucking that dick. You know what I'm saying?
What a
I've been trying to guilt her into
man.
blowjob.
Yeah. 100%.
Tebow, you are the biggest retard.
I said, if I die in the next year, how bad are you going to feel that you didn't suck my dick more often?
There you go. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this show?
That's exactly. But I mean that in a positive way.
I got Iron Sheik want to fuck Ari in the ass. I got 15-year-old want to take naked pictures.
It's a typical Tuesday, bro.
What is going on?
It's a typical Tuesday.
My friend's got cancer. My buddy's telling me working to get more blowjobs. I mean, what
the fuck? I mean, what do you want him to do? Roll over and just be like, "Fuck it, everything's over"? No, man. You try to look for the silver lining. You hope for the best. You do what the doctors say, and then on a side note, you might be able to get your dick sucked a little bit more than you normally would have.
One of the other positives I was looking at is I'm looking at a lot of hospital stays, coming up. And we're right in the middle of the NBA playoffs, so there's that too. I can watch that unimpeded, without my wife or my kids. Be able to sit there and watch that, be high off my fucking ass.
Yeah.
And so, I'm trying to find the silver linings in all of it. I I had cancer 6 years ago. It wasn't serious. It was cancer I had in my knee, which is weird anyway. But I beat it, so I've got a pretty good chance, I think.
Does it run in the family?
No, my family is like one of the most healthy groups of people you've ever seen. I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, it's probably where I, smoke like crazy or dip skull or whatever. So.
Well, Dustin,
you
want to talk a little basketball real quick?
Do what?
You want to talk a little basketball?
Hell yeah. We don't need to be all down and shit.
No, I mean, we're down. We're sad. We love you. We're thankful you're part of the whole show. What are we talking here?
Can you be our heaven correspondent?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Ari!
Yeah, I can. I'll give updates from the hospital, and y'all can see me when I go bald and all that shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this show is so morbid.
You could go from our bald correspondent to our heaven correspondent. I mean, I hope you don't, brother. I really feel like everything's going to be fine, man. And keep positive, stay positive, do whatever asked of you. Keep laughing, dude. There's no need to be morbid. Yeah. There's no need, have fun, dude. Just laugh at this shit as much as you can.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I had it before. I mean, that's what I did, and I mean, it drove Katie crazy. She's like, "How can you sit here and laugh about this shit?" She's like,
Hey, let me ask you this: how is she laughing so much with a dick in her mouth? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, real quick.
Yeah, you're already doing it wrong.
Let me ask you: we need the address of everybody who won.
I got a couple of them.
Okay, I need them so I can send these stuff out.
I think James has a couple. I have a couple.
Hey, can we set up some hot phone sex? So we can't have two people calling at one time, right? We can?
We could set one up on the Skype and one up on the phone line.
Oh, that's true. We could go Skype and phone line.
So we should get Daniel's son and Cum Dumpster next week to call in to do that 10 minutes of hardcore phone sex.
We should get Cum Dumpster on the phone.
Yeah.
So she's less shy, and then Daniel's son on Skype so we can watch his reaction and meltdowns.
Yes, and we'll see.
I am curious to see Daniel's son. What the fuck must he look like? Are you expecting stereotype Asian though? Asian. Buck teeth and glasses?
Oh, uncalled for. Batman.
It's probably true.
No, I talked to Cum Dumpster, and she said she would be more comfortable if she was on the phone and Daniel's son was on the Skype, because I told her how it would probably have to work.
Okay, so that's perfect. That's just what we wanted anyway.
That's perfect. Because she said whatever, talking sex anyway. Now let me ask you a question. Do you think Cum Dumpster
be like, I'm not comfortable being on Skype?
What'd you say, Ari?
Do you think Cum Dumpster could suck the cancer out of your balls?
Great question.
I'd say she probably could. I don't really want to let her near my dick though, but
it's a little late for that, bro.
Didn't she have your kids?
I know.
Yeah, she's got my kid, but that, I've learned. I mean, after seeing the lines of cock she's had since then,
Oh, really? She took a hard.
That's the mother of your children. You're like, oh, she's got too much fucking yards of dick up there.
Yeah.
She's had the kind of 5 years that would send Daniel Sterling into a fucking tailspin.
Yeah. I mean, she might give me worse cancer. I mean, she might give me ball cancer.
Oh, so. Jesus Christ.
What kind of cancer do you have now? What kind of cancer? I tuned out because it was so boring. What kind of cancer do you have now?
It's in my kidneys.
Kidneys spread to liver and spread to
bladder.
Bladder, yeah, bladder.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What? You're such an asshole, Ari.
I like how Sam, he gets to certain topics, he can't joke about it at all, and he doesn't understand how other people
Of all
can.
people, though, too. That's the one that always surprises me. Sam is the one that surprises me. You know what I call Sam? The secret heart. He's got a secret heart hidden somewhere inside that little tin frame of his.
Heart, bro.
Well, you know what?
Heart, bro.
Yesterday, Sam surprised me that, I've got a lot of messages from people, but Sam, he personally called me yesterday to check on me. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was really cool of him.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
No, he was seeing if you had any blow.
Yeah.
But I expected nothing less from you, Ari. I figured you'd make fun of me.
Ari's a scumbag. Ari's a fucking douche. The Iron Sheik breaks his back, fucks his ass, humbles him.
Douche.
Oh.
At least, you know what? Even if we have to sans one of them, let's sans the back breaking.
Yeah.
And go right to the ass fucking.
All right, Dustin. Give us a call. Keep us posted. We'll talk NBA, and then we'll do another article on behind the.
Stay positive, Dustin. We love you, buddy, and go Clippers.
All right, guys.
All right, man. Take care.
All right,
The
guys.
Clippers.
All right. Where are you gonna be, Ari?
I'm going to be in Edmonton this weekend, Sam, where you recorded your CD.
Yeah.
At the comic strip.
Yeah, they gave me another date there real quick. I couldn't believe it.
They're happy with you. Those guys are cool.
I'm there again in like less than a year.
And under a year? Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
All new material. I mean, they got you right at the end, so it'll be like almost all new.
Yeah.
You're back. That's great, man.
Yeah, she takes
Congratulations.
good care of me. I'm doing their Arizona spot too, which is going to be interesting.
When is that going to open?
I don't know, but they got me there, I think, in September also.
Nice.
So I'm going to be headlining the La Jolla Comedy Store this weekend in La Jolla. So if you guys want to come out, have some fun. Guys,
San Diego.
I'm going to be on the road for about a month and a half now straight.
Wow. By the way, it's freezing in New York. People are wearing coats. Let's put gloves on.
95 today. All right, it's 95.
I did a guest spot at the Syracuse Funny Bone, and they gave me a week.
Oh, that's great.
Really? That was always the thing. They always said, like, if you see them live, they can't deny you. But if you send in a tape, they'll never see what you really are.
Yeah.
I had a T-Bone. Yeah, your turn.
What's up? I will be. I really got a whole lot of nothing. But I will say this: I'm headlining a gig at the Universal Bar and Grill. So if you want to see me do a long amount of time, that is on May 13th. So in a couple weeks, and then in a little bit, I got an announcement about my next 3 for 30, which will be moving to the Melrose Improv.
Oh, cool.
Thanks, buddy.
I would like to say this. I had sort of a bad day today. I didn't find an apartment. Day 2 of shopping. Did not find one. Starting to get frustrated. A bird shit on my hand and wrist. That was bad.
Hold on, dude. In the Torah, they talk about that. That's the sign of the gods.
Yeah. Sam is right.
No, they don't have gods in the Torah. They only have one God. So I don't think
Well,
that's
that God
true.
likes to shit on your wrist, you fucking pig.
But today, I got a package from home. My shipment of stuff with my drugs in it came today addressed from the Comedy Store to Willie Hunter. Came today to my post office box.
What an asshole.
Yeah, Willie, right? Yeah, I know what you mean.
Shipping drugs to himself.
That is fucking hilarious. Ari, come back.
I'm going to come back.
Hey, Ari, did you talk to any sponsors today?
Yeah, I emailed the guy.
Did he hit you back?
No, I haven't checked it. I just said the podcast.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Well, he might have. Relax, Sam. There's never a rush on things, Sam.
Well, there's always a rush.
No, that's not the way you do business. I like even packing up for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
You missed it. He stepped off camera and completely changed clothes. The difference between Ari and Sam.
I was like, wait, is your shirt different?
Put on pants. I'm sitting here looking at his wang over here while you're talking about your jugs being shipped to you.
Wang Chung tonight.
That would have been for Little Dick Stays Hard. That would have been a great chance for him to get on to get that on camera.
All right, hey Ari, let's make this final ruling on this.
Okay.
What's your?
Oh yeah, let's make this final ruling. And will we be doing this in here live? Will we be streaming it live?
I mean,
he's got to stream it because no one will believe Sam.
Fans want to see it. I will admit. I will
What
say
day
this.
Is it Thursday? Hey, Fat Man, can we come in on Thursday for 2 hours?
All you got to do is not
Before
fuck up
5.
the ones.
What?
It has to be done before 5 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't we do a 1 to 3, Fat Man?
Okay.
1 to 3. Sam watching a gay porn live on a Viagra.
Hold on. Are we gonna
No.
film it? Do we have to broadcast it? Can we film it here and not broadcast?
Yeah, we can record it if you don't want to broadcast it, or
And
we
then
can do
put it
both.
out
And then sell it.
Sure.
No. Nobody's buying that. It's just a lot of nothing. Let him have it for free. Just do it the way
People
you did it,
bought
Devo.
you playing a fucking golf game, the most boring sport out there. I think they'll buy this.
Fat Man.
They ain't gonna buy that. Listen, just stream it and just have it there. We'll release it as an extra episode.
All right.
Who's gonna buy it? 119 people?
Yeah, that's $119.
It's fucking $40.
Suck it. All right.
So
this
what's the
Thursday-
what's the final ruling on the ecstasy?
He hasn't given me a reason why not to. So here's what I counter, Sam. Ecstasy, Viagra, 2-hour gay porn. But I'm willing to accept Viagra, gay porn, immediate beat off as soon as it's done.
Off camera, yes.
No, on camera, chest up.
No.
On camera, chest ups, pushed into the table so no one can see under any circumstances.
Nope.
Non-moving camera.
I'm not beating off on camera.
All right, Viagra then, and ecstasy.
All right, we'll negotiate.
God,
I love hating both of you. Can I say that publicly?
I hope your heart just explodes when you take the two of them together. Because years of fucking blow, you have Freddie syndrome, Freddie Soto heart right now.
Then Sam could be our afterlife correspondent.
No.
He can be the hell correspondent.
Why would you say that?
I'm saying if you were to pass away, we would keep you involved in the show.
Yeah, keep you involved, man. We want to have you around.
Just because you died right here on the floor with a fucking rock hard dick because you were looking at a bunch of hot dudes sucking each other's poles doesn't mean we want you off the show.
Sam, do you want to be buried with or without your cell phone?
That is a good question. Buried with or without cell phone?
That's with.
Yeah, that's a with.
Well, without his cell phone.
It's got to bury him with his cell phone so we can contact him.
Dude, let me remind you. I think you guys are assholes. All right.
He still won't get back to us.
All right,
guys.
This Thursday, 1 p.m., watching 2 hours of hardcore gay pornography.
Yeah, because I beat you by 50.
Hang up on him.
Pump the brakes, cum socks. Suck it.